Honor is a smartphone brand that is independent since I think roughly 6 months, a year already, maybe. Anyway, they stormed the charts in China and are the #1, I think, manufacturer right now in terms of smartphones. At least they dethroned Huawei in this regards. And now they are also attacking in Europe with the Magic 4 series. And one of the Magic 4 series devices with the best top-of-the-line camera systems right now sadly is not released globally. At least this is what I think. But I have it here right now. That's the Honor Magic 4 Ultimate, because this device really should have the best camera system currently on a smartphone. And as I'm here, my channel is focusing on cameras and smartphone photography and videography, I think it might be a good thing to test it out. So let's get started with the unboxing and first look. So let's get started. So here we have the packaging, basically the same packaging as we had with the Honor Magic 3 Pro Plus that I unboxed roughly a month ago. And this is the Honor Magic 4 Ultimate Edition, basically same packaging as I said. So they changed the Magic 3 to Magic 4. And yeah, we have Honor Magic 4 here on the sides, as well as Honor here, there, and the bottom sides probably with the SIM stuff as well. I can show you a little bit here of Chinese writing. And you can see already the specifications. So 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of ROM inside of here, and some other specification of this phone. So let's get it started with the unboxing itself. And here I open up the lid, and what you can see is some Chinese writing here as well in the lid. But here the phone itself, as you can see here, ceramic white version I got here right now. The Magic 3 Pro Plus I have is also ceramic but black, and I thought maybe to distinguish them a little bit better, I have the white version here. Let's put this aside first. Ooh, it's pretty hefty. And we have, of course, the warranty card and some kind of card that tells me that I'm one of the 800 members to a special club here from Honor. And how do I lift this up? There we go. So I can take this out if I want to. Here's also some information and guidance how to install stuff. You can see there's, I think, the My Honor app and some applications here that are looking like Huawei applications, I have to say. So this is the Honor thing. And then what we have here, we have a USB Type A charger, but this one is not 66 watts only, but 100 watts. As you can see here, Honor Supercharge USB-A to USB-C, and therefore we have this USB-A to USB-C cable. And I'm pretty interested how fast this will charge, this 100 watts in comparison to the 66 watts that I already had. If you will notice any difference here, because in terms of numbers it's not so much, but yeah, it's nice to have a charger included. 100 watts, pretty impressive. Then we have the obligatory headphones that got missing in some even premium models right now, but you can see here it's a USB Type-C headphone, so it's with cable, so it's a cable headphone, and it's in black for some reason. A white one would be better, I think, fitting the color of the phone, but yeah, anyway. And then we have a case here, just like on the Honor Magic 3 Pro Plus, we have also a case here on the Honor Magic 4 Ultimate. Some paper material here, like SIM ejector tool and some warranty cards and so on are here as well. As you can see here, the typical stuff that you can expect in terms of how to use the device, where's the volume up and power button, how to use the headphones, how to put a SIM card in there, only SIM, but it has 512 gigabytes of internal storage, which should be enough. And yeah, they even have a cloud that they offer, so if you want to store more. So let's unwrap this device now from its case here. It's good that the EMI numbers are not on the back. And here we have the front. There's a screen protector on the front, as you might see there, the camera bump. At least I can feel it. You can see, by the way, I'm filming with the Magic 3 Pro Plus. And it has this nice curve, very cold and yeah, metal kind of feeling. There we have the Honor logo. We have the 100 times zoom. We see some specifications, octa PD, 1.6 to 3.5 aperture as well. And we can see the camera bump here. I think it's a little bit larger than the one on the Magic 3 Pro Plus. So the Magic 4 Ultimate has a larger camera bump. We have in the middle now the periscope zoom that should be 3.5 times, I think, and should be having no issues with 10 times hybrid zoom. And we have a main sensor, I think it's 50 megapixel, 1/1.2 inch size sensor. So very roughly, I think the same sensor size as in the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, so very, very large. And we have a 64 megapixel, I think it is, monochrome one as well. So lots and lots of good sensors here on the Honor Magic 4 Ultimate. And it looks very, very promising. I will test this camera system out definitely. So let's take a tour around the device. We have a loudspeaker, USB Type-C, I think 3.1. Nano SIM card slot only, microphone. Nothing here on this side. Another top speaker here, so stereo sound, infrared port, and another microphone. And then the typical buttons for volume up and down, and the power button, as you can see here. No, it's not Huawei, so no red accent color here. It's just like silver, like the rest. Antenna lines here on this side, and here as well. So Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in this phone. And 12 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of internal space should be enough, I think. And by the way, there's a front-facing camera. I think it's still 32 megapixels, 3D face unlock. So one of those sensors is really the camera sensor, the other one not. It is running Android, powered by Android, as you can see here, but it should not have any Google Play services by default, because this is the China model, and Honor so far did not include any Google services on the China model. On the international model they did. So here we can choose the language, and as you can see here, lots and lots of languages. I can choose English here if I want to, so I have English now. I can get started, and I can choose the country. I'm in Germany, so I choose Germany, and I have to agree to the terms of usage, and I will just do this. But let's just enjoy the angles here. Let's enjoy the brightness. Can I get it a bit brighter? No, probably not. Let's enjoy the pill, which is, I'm not sure if it's really enjoyable, but it's very, very slim, and I think a little bit slimmer than on the Magic 3 Pro Plus even. We'll see how this will perform, the front-facing camera. The display looks gorgeous already. I think when I just move it around here, does it have any color shifting and so on? I don't see much. Maybe it's getting a bit. No, it's getting a bit dark, yeah, okay. But I don't see much like a green shift or blue shift here so far. Maybe slightly greener, but that is really everything. So it's just halfway. I will go through this and show you a little bit about the user interface, Magic UI 6, which I already showed you on the Magic 3 Pro Plus. If you want to take a look at this, we'll also come to the Honor 50 and the global model as well later this year. But I will show you more later. One pretty interesting thing when setting up the device, what I noticed is set up fingerprint. This should have a new fingerprint sensor. So it should have like a super duper fingerprint sensor like the ones that you have in the Vivo lineup, which is like an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. Place your finger flat, accuracy of the fingerprints, blah, blah, blah. Effects like third-party screen protectors. Okay, let's do it. For me, this one looks still optical. It's claimed that this should be like an ultrasonic one, but I'm not so sure, because it looks exactly like the one on the Magic 3 Pro Plus. Just the scans, are they a little bit faster? I don't know. I like the Vivo one where you just have to one time press your finger on this device, and it has your fingerprint. So I'm not sure if this is really an under-screen fingerprint sensor, which is using the ultrasonic functions. Set up face recognition. Okay, super secret password. And I have to set up the face recognition. I don't want to have this enabled, so It's setup complete. The cool thing about this Honor Magic 4 Ultimate is that it's a white version and I get really a white, or at least not a dark or black case to it. So let's put the case on. It reminds me very much of the Magic 3 Pro Plus's case. So it's a very interesting case that has this lip that is like very, very shallow here. But here it is raised slightly so it can protect the huge camera bump. And we have an opening here for the sides, so the buttons are accessible without any issues. And yeah, here I think it is raised as well a little bit on the edges. Maybe I can show it to you here. This lip, so it's protecting the screen. Besides the screen protector itself, protecting it. And yeah, again, you saw it flashing shortly. It is a very fast fingerprint reader, but if it's really ultrasonic, I don't really know, because it is so fast that I would say maybe it is, but the scanning process is a little bit of difference. So yeah, it's very, very fast. And even the face unlock, as you can see here, I have the magazine unlock there, but it's very, very fast. So no issues with this. It has a very fancy theme on, as you can see here, the operating system, Magic UI. I also just got an update to version 6.0.0.152, which gives me some things just like camera optimizations, display optimizations, performance optimizations, and system stability patches. This is Android 12 with security patches for April, which is still pretty good, I would say. We have this golden-like of look, which I really don't like, so I probably can change it to something else. Let's see, Ocean Realm, how it's looking like. You can see you get unlock animations here as well. So maybe I try this ocean one, enable this one, applying the theme. And yeah, I got the colored icons here instead of the goldish kind of icons, which I like better. It's a bit more brighter. And now let's see, yes, it has this animation just like Huawei has on Emotion UI and Harmony OS. It also has now, yeah, always on display, which is not always on, but it has like this animation to open and unlock the device, which I pretty like. So I think I will keep this theme here for the rest of this walkthrough. And let me go to show you that there is under DRM info, sadly no wideband level here at all, so you cannot watch Netflix in HD, which is a bit of a bummer, I would say. Not even, I think Netflix is not even working. Let's see if Netflix is starting even. I have it here. And yeah, sorry, I could not reach Netflix services. Please try again later. So no Netflix support on this Ultimate Edition, at least if you import it from China. Probably when you buy it here, if it is available, when it comes to Europe, to the global market, then probably with Google services and so on. So no issues there. I copied over my profile from the Magic 3 Pro Plus. This is why everything is configured pretty nicely already and neatly. And yeah, this is the operating system, runs fluidly. We have settings, of course. We go into the display settings so I can show you that we have light and dark options here. We have dark mode settings. We can schedule automatic switching to dark mode, which is pretty handy indeed. We have sleeping options, eye comfort, ebook mode, bold text. We can choose the text style. We have the default one, or design with empathy, and Droid Sans fallback is active here. And this is the new default. Pretty cool. I wish we had some more options there as well. We can choose more of the fonts in the future eventually. We have frame rate booster, which is pretty interesting. So you can boost frame rates of specific applications. You can see Netflix here in theory supported, Prime Video, Bilibili, Youku, VLC supported to boost the frame rates here. We have a video enhancer as well for those applications, which is pretty nice. It can enhance the contrast and vividity of those photos and videos. We can set various different frame rates here. You can see 120, 90 and 60 frame rates, which is pretty nice. So I can set it to 90 if I want to have like a little bit more fluid, but still preserving a little bit of the battery, which is pretty nice. And some display settings, some more display settings, full screen display, the cutout I can choose here to have one for various different applications even. And yeah, this is possible. There's no prevention, there's no double tap to choose or to change the volume like on a Mate 40 Pro or something like this. So this is not included in here. So this is my first walkthrough. What I will do now is just go into the camera mode, enable some stuff here, and I will show you some video samples and photo samples. What you can see is like the AI is turned on, which I think on the Magic 3 Pro Plus was disabled by default. And we have here the option to switch to 7 times zoom, 3 times zoom. You can see that it has a nice smooth animation to zoom. It's just not just jumping to one of the lenses, but just simply doing this nice animation here. Probably in video mode, I don't think it's doing this animation, is it? It is doing this animation 5 times, 10 times. Let's see if it's also doing this animation when I zoom in. I don't have the button, so I have to do it like manually here. And okay, 10 times is the maximum zoom here. So yeah, this is working fine so far. I didn't see it switching the camera lenses, but I will check this out now in a video sample. So when this is now a camera test with the ultra wide angle on the front screen, which is now set to wide, and it's recording 4K 30 frames per second. Sadly, it doesn't have 4K 60 frames per second, and it has a limitation of 15 minutes still. So Honor, for some reason, just like on the Magic 3 Pro Plus, has this limitation of recording 4K only at 15 minutes, which is a bit of a bummer. This is the ultra wide angle, so you can see a lot more things. If I go to 0.8, it zooms in slightly only, and I can go to 1 times zoom, which looks like this. So probably can also automatically adjust this depending on how many people are in the shot when you're taking a photo, but I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, and you can take photos as well if you want to in this mode. And this is the front-facing camera, 4K. And now the highlight, the back-facing camera with this large 1/1.2 inch sized sensor on the Magic 4 Ultimate. And this one I think is also recording 4K 30 right now, but has this limitation, just like the Magic 3 Pro Plus, that the ultra wide angle is not available in 4K 60, which the main lens can do 4K 60, but the ultra wide angle for some reason cannot do. So I'm recording 4K 30 right now to show you also the ultra wide angle, which looks like this. So this is the ultra wide angle. I think it's the same as in the Magic 3 Pro Plus with, what is it, 13 megapixels? 64 megapixels, sorry. 13 megapixels was the P50 Pro. So too many smartphones in my head. Otherwise, this is the ultra wide angle, and let's perform a little zoom test to see how good zooming is with 4K 30. So I just turn around because I'm recording with 4K 30. There you can see the Rhine, some bridges there. HDR is working fine, I would say. It's a little bit brighter and it's a bit more bluish, I think, the sky than I see here on the screen, but we have to see how it will look like. Stabilization, I think, is working fine, and now I can zoom in. So let's start zoom in. This is now 1 time, it's switched, and now let's zoom in. We are at 3.7 times, now at 5 times, it's switched now. And let's zoom in 10 times the maximum zoom. I think zooming is quite nice. You can see there's a ship coming, a boat and a ship actually. And yeah, I think it's quite clear still at 10 times zoom, 4K 30, and it's pretty nice, and I can control the camera pretty nicely. It doesn't have this fancy 100 times zoom, at least not in the video mode. This is now 4K 30 with the movie mode. It automatically chooses a lot, the same as on the Magic 3 Pro Plus, and I think just because the sensor is a different one, in this, the sun is going down already, in this more dim lit situation you can get a little bit more out of the sensor in terms of light, so it is showing a little bit brighter than the other phone would do. And yeah, this is pretty much everything. I don't see much of a feature improvement in comparison to the Magic 3 Pro Plus, so the Magic 4 Ultimate is just simply doing the same as the Magic 3 Pro Plus. What do you think about this camera quality? I will do, of course, my camera comparison with the Magic 3 Pro Plus, and of course I will do a camera review of the Magic 4 Ultimate to see who's king supreme in terms of cameras, but this will come in a later video. This is basically everything for this video and this first impressions on the Magic 4 Ultimate. So far it looks like a smaller upgrade over the Magic 3 Pro Plus with a big bump in terms of camera. Not only big bump in terms of specs, but also the camera bump itself got a little bit bigger. Zooming seems to be a little bit better here and there. And so yeah, a normal improvement over the Magic 3 Pro Plus, and it would be very nice to have this also in a global release, the Magic 4 Ultimate. What do you think? Write it down in the comment section. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye.